Hello and welcome to my reflection video. My name is Khanh. I was part of Group 8 of the Wednesday 2 to 4 p.m. lab. First off, I want to start by acknowledging all the hard work that my team members put in this project. To my reflection, overall, as a team, with the exception of two members that I'll get into later, I felt that we did quite a good job. Most of the meetings saw everyone participating, and most of the deliverables were done before the deadline and was at a good quality. However, what I noticed during the group project was that nobody actually wanted to, or at least was comfortable with being a leader. And I often found myself being pushed into this role because in meetings and such, nobody would speak up or discuss who is suitable for which task. Task division was a process of me suggesting which person should do what task instead of picking out the most suitable one. This was quite troubling because in later sprints, whenever somebody was confused or had difficulties with anything, they would bring it up to me instead of discussing it with the team. For example, Jack and Natasha would discuss privately with me in the lab about what exactly they needed to do for their part. Or when Melissa was unsure of anything, she looked to me for feedback instead of the group. This put me in an awkward position as I wanted the group work to be more discussion between members instead of people looking to me for approval. Having said that, I feel that maybe they look to me as a leader because I would be the first to solve problems and help each other with their respective troubles. Aside from that issue, I found that most of the efforts put out by the team were great. After formulating the team, we all understood our own roles and tried to achieve the best results in those roles. Melissa was fantastic and offered plenty of good ideas we used. She actually volunteered for designing the logo and compiling the written report. This was really helpful because she said she had extensive experience doing those things and would work out no problem. This made me feel a lot more confident about the team, and she helped me with various tasks throughout the sprints as well. Jack and Natasha were very nice to work with. Whenever they were assigned tasks, they would complete them to the highest standards, and they would speak out if they felt they had too little work to do. During Sprint 3, when I was discussing the ad theme and logo with other group representatives, they had actually finished writing the user stories and added them onto Jira. Although there were a few times they couldn't attend meetings at the last minute, they would always reschedule for later. Sophia Reich was very helpful in the team, and as he would always point out mistakes that without hesitating. Whenever someone in the team misunderstood the lab task, he would point out and offer help with that issue as well. He was actually the one who suggested using markup, and he would advise me with what I needed to design as well. Although he was busy with assignments and his work during sprints 4 and 5, he didn't actually let it interfere with the group work. The other two that I felt didn't communicate as well to the team were Wu and Xin. If they were assigned tasks, they would still do it, but they would not say anything whenever they were in the labs or meetings. More often than not, we would find them on their phone, not paying attention to what we needed to do. One example would be that even though Emma has stated multiple times in the lab about what we needed to do for the assignment, Shin didn't even know there was a spoken presentation. Shin was also in charge of writing and posting meeting minutes, but he would always forget to, and I would always have to remind him. Wu, on the other hand, knew what we had to do, but would always finish his part late. For example, he had to make an app page for the contact session for Sprint 2, but he only started and finished it on Sprint 3, despite reassuring us multiple times that he was close to finishing it. And the product he delivered was not even up to the quality we agreed on, and I had to redesign it anyways. And the same thing happened for his part of the assignment. Overall, I felt that I learned quite a lot in this group project. I learned that for true agile teamwork, there needs to be a consensus as well as self-motivation to achieve the goals that the team set out to do. I also learned how to deal with surprise problems as well as uncooperative members. I also learned how to use Jira and utilize agile project management to its fullest through Scrum teamwork and managing the sprints. So yeah, that's the end of my reflection, and thank you for listening to me.